Oh, what's going on, ladies and gents? Digibus here bringing you guys today some very important news, actually, for Rainbow Six Siege. It seems that Ubisoft has finally taken it upon themselves to actually try to fix the game. Now, there's been patches here and there that have significantly fixed the game and significantly broken the game. This patch here is actually a whole operation itself. You know, we Operation Velvet Shell, Black Ice, Skull Rain, things like that. Well, they've seemed to move the Season 2, where the Polish Grom were going to enter the game, and replace it with this whole rework of fixing the game itself. Now, they're not fully getting rid of the Grom. I'll explain that just after. I want to talk about Operation Health. So Operation Health is to do three things. So the three pillars, or first phase, if you will, is one-step matchmaking. A simpler, faster flow, just, I guess, to increase matchmaking times for casual and ranked. I believe how they described it is they're just going to try and grab a pool of people. I'm assuming in ranked they're going to try and get your ranks as close as possible and your stats and everything as close as possible, and just kind of start throwing you guys in games a lot faster, which is good, because before the patch that came out yesterday or 2 days ago, it was disgusting. Even for casual, it took like 10 minutes to find a game. That's why there's been a lack of Siege content, is because when Hoyo and I go to play, it'll take us like literally 45 minutes to queue, and then when we get into a game, we rank last so long, so we maybe got 2-3 games out of the night, and we just went to bed because we were exhausted. 100% server-based features, so dedicated voice and party system, less errors for players, more reliable. So I'm assuming that they're going to start putting things more on the servers. I don't think that means that we're going to see like server-side smoke and destruction. Maybe. It doesn't fully specify anywhere. I've been scrolling down, as you guys can hear. They're going to have a panel on the Pro League May 21st. They're going to have, when they have their panel, they're going to be they'll be talking about more about Operation Health. But this is for now what we know. Faster servers, which is higher hit tick rate and improved hit registration, which is of course something that this game needs. In a game where headshots are the most lethal thing and everything is punishable, you really don't want to be killed by something that looks a little funny. Now, it's gotten better, it's gotten worse through time in different patches, but if they really get this down, we're going to be seeing a lot of push for Siege in a competitive light, which is so good. So, Phase 2, new deployment process. 3 steps of deployment for new tech features. Gradual deployment is the technical test server, then it goes to PC because you can just push it on PC, and then it comes to console players because you have to go through Microsoft and Sony to get the patch confirmed and everything and pushed out and things along those lines. On-off switch, ability to roll back to previous systems in case of emergency. So I'm assuming that this might not be available for console. It may be available for console, I'm not particularly sure, but apparently if something really goes wrong, they can just kind of go back on the fly. Like the Hibana bug that happened when they released on PS4, something happened where the frame rate would just drop to 0. Or if something really over the top happens where you find a glitch where you can float through the map and kill people on spawn, whatever else. And then bug fix sprints. Top reported bugs by community, addressing top community bugs in smaller batches to keep an eye on the effect of them. So this here can either be a good thing or a bad thing. Well, that's the last part of the phase, I should say. But that can really be a good thing or bad thing. Just because if they rush a little bit too much with the bugs, it could break them a little bit more. I mean, as you guys saw in the last mid-season reinforcement, Hibana is going to get a complete rework of her gadget. Because apparently it didn't even work on release. And now we've had that weird bug where it doesn't happen as much now. But it used to be a thing where her pellets never detonated, and apparently it's really hard to duplicate. So hopefully we'll see something more reliable when that comes out. But I don't know about this whole sprinting to fix bug things. It does sound really good. I hope they just handle I hope they just don't like over push themselves to the point of, yeah, sure, we'll handle all these big bugs, and they rush through them too quickly, and then things get a little wonky and weird. So hopefully we'll see a little bit more of a clean execution when this comes through. So overall, Operation Health seems like pretty solid. It seems like some things everyone wants. And of course, Phase 1 is the most important phase because of the higher tick rate and improved hit registration. The one-step matchmaking all sounds great. Honestly, I was going to make the switch to the PC version eventually. I just don't really have any friends to go swap over there with now. But hey, this is really pulling me in close to it, so I don't know. Alright, so now the Year 2 roadmap impact. As I stated earlier, the Grom operators are now being spread out. This isn't too bad, because they're still keeping... Because at least they're making it... They're pushing back the content to focus on more important things, which is good. So, it's going to work a little bit differently. So, in Season 3, we're going to get one Grom operator. So, one Polish operator in Season 3. And then in Season 4, we're going to get another Polish operator. I guess they don't want to release 4 operators at a time. They'd rather release the 3 and 3. By all means, that's their decision. They can do whatever they want. So, with Hong Kong, we'll receive the 2 SDU operators. And then we'll receive the one Polish Grom unit, whether it's attack or defense, we won't know. And then in Season 4 with South Korea, when the 707 is released, the Grom defender or attacker will be released at that point. Nothing really nothing's really showing here for what we're learning about. That's it. We're still getting, but we're only getting 3 new maps. It doesn't seem like we're getting an additional map with the Grom because we're losing for Operation Health. It doesn't, because now the roadmap says 3 free new maps, and because there's supposed to be 4 seasons, I guess we're losing out on a map. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll probably wind up getting the map in between the seasons where, the Year 2's ending and Year 3 is beginning. That's the best thing I can point out and say. But there's more frequently asked questions. I'll link everything in the description if you guys want to read upon it. But nothing too important. This is pretty much, like I said, the general gist of it. Their goal is just to make the game as good and smooth as possible, which is important for especially a game like Siege. Like I said, that's it wants to make a competitive push. It wants to be a very competitive game. The headshots are lethal. And it's just an important step in the right direction that hopefully will pay off for the better. Hopefully. I don't know, Ubisoft, you got a lot of weight on your shoulders here. But that's pretty much it for this Operation Health. I know it kind of sucks that we aren't receiving the Grom operators, but honestly, guys, think about this from a logical standpoint. If Ubisoft is pushing back content to further fix their game, it makes it so when you get the content, it'll actually be enjoyable, which is really, really good. So, once again, guys, if you guys want to read more of the forum post, I will link it down below in the description. But, of course, thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you guys think of Operation Health. Do you think it's going to be fixed? Do you think Ubisoft can do it? Let me know. I'm really interested in knowing what's going on. Without further ado, I'm the Dangerous Moose, and I'll see you, Sexy Beasts, next episode. Peace.